this live several times with absolutely no luck. Oh, let's see. Scheduled 15 minutes. What is going on now? Why? There is sound. Thank goodness there is sound. First, there was no sound for the longest time. Beautiful. So everyone can hear me. I'm happy about that. Turn the volume off now on my TV computer where I'm watching it. I don't know why it wasn't showing up before, but there definitely appears to be sound now. And I just want to start off this stream by saying, what in the world, guys, do you guys do on Boxing Day? Do you have any traditions on Boxing Day? Is there anything you do? I'm farting around here with the lighting and stuff. But what do you do on Boxing Day? Personally, myself, I used to have a tradition where I would go and visit my dad every Boxing Day. But that's not the case anymore. He has passed. So now I'm sitting here on a live with you guys in front of my computer. I did a live earlier, but it was my full screen. And that wasn't this horizontal way. And I wanted to say, hey, let's try it this way, because I want to see the difference between who jumps on and actually sees the live. Oh, I got little hairs on my keyboard here versus just showing my dolls. So what is everybody up to today? I'd like to create a poll. Let's create a poll here. Now, I think you got to go down here to create a poll. Start a poll, start a Q&A. Let's start a Q&A. Okay, now. What do you traditionally do on Boxing Day? So if you celebrate Christmas and the Christmas holiday, what do you traditionally do on Boxing Day? So there's a Q&A if you'd like to participate. I'd love to know what your answers are. Get up there, get up there. It's just, where do you go? Oh, just sit up there. So, what do you do traditionally on Boxing Day? I'm hoping everybody can still hear me. The freaking thing is in my face. Can I move this down this way? No. No, move it over here. Oh, it's going to be in my face anyway. It doesn't matter. What do you guys usually do on Boxing Day? I want to make sure if you guys can still hear me. I'm going to... Yeah, you still can hear me. I wasn't quite sure. So, what do you usually do on Boxing Day? This has been a quiet Christmas. I need my two front teeth for Christmas. What do I usually do on Boxing Day? Traditionally, I used to go see my dad on Boxing Day. Now, I don't have many traditions right now, but I'd love to know what you guys do. Do you go shopping? Around here where I'm located, there's not many stores opened. While I'm chatting with you guys, because there's no engagement currently, I'm going to look around my computer. I'm looking yesterday when I was at my my mom's. I wish I was at my dad's. We talked about a lot of different candies that were out and about during Boxing Day, during Boxing Day, all over the place. Oh my gosh. Weird, disturbing candies. I'm looking at my computer right now. Weird, disturbing candies that were out and about. And one of them, well, not disturbing, but different. And is it pop? What is it called? Pop Rocks. You know that fizzy candy that you'd have? You get the fizzy candy and it bubbles and snaps and crackles in your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? We really used to get a kick out of those when I was a kid. It was lots of fun. You can still get it. They're called Pop Rocks or Pop Rocks, yeah. But when I was growing up, I don't remember that name attached to them, but I guess that name was attached to them. Pop Rocks. Poppy candy, bubbles of candy, and it would pop and snap, and you'd open your mouth and make all this weird noise. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else has any? Hello, you're from South Africa. Well, hello there. You sleep all day on Boxing Day. Well, what time of day is it for you, Gory Monkey? Because you must be up and about now. I know. A lot of people do sleep all day. A lot of people got a lot of running around to do if they celebrate Christmas, and they're running all over the place. So Boxing Day is just another more celebratory day. 2:30. Oh gosh. Well, you didn't sleep all day today, did ya? Well, hello, Jean. I'm happy to have you here, Jean. Nice to see you. Thank you for all the hearts. I appreciate it. I'm just talking about funny candies, thinking about different candies, thinking about things that people may have got or don't see anymore at Christmas time. I personally was talking an earlier live that I did today, talking about older candies that was out and about that I had on Boxing Day. We chill and eat Christmas leftovers. Frig, I didn't make a Christmas meal here today. I wish I had Christmas leftovers. Oh my gosh, I wish I did. I also wish I had some ribbon candy like we did many years ago, and some chocolates. No boxed chocolates. Well, I did get some Toblerone, little Toblerones. I like those quite a bit. I ate those. It's freezing rain here now. Is it? You know what? It is snowing here. We have a snowy white Christmas here, or Boxing Day and yesterday. Lots of snow. You're going to your Nan's in like 40 minutes, and I'll take my iPad and carry on watching you. Well, aren't you nice, Kay? Very, very nice. Enjoy your time with your Nan. That is very nice. Enjoy those memories and spend time with family. I want to go ice fishing, but I don't want to do all the work. I imagine ice fishing is for freezing. I remember when I visited my uncle and aunt in Ontario, they took us out on the ice, and they had an ice cabin, like a cabin, a place you could get inside, and then there was a hole inside, and people fished. I don't understand the appeal. I'm freezing here. I don't understand the appeal to ice fishing, but if you love fishing, I guess you like any kind of fishing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So what other fun candy do you guys like at Christmas time? Chocolates, ribbon candy, hard little Christmas candies. I'm looking at my computer here at the same time, but not about Christmas candies, just interesting candies that you don't see anymore. Fun Dip. I think you still do see Fun Dip nowadays. Oh, you're subscribed. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you looked at my channel a little bit, you'll see what I do is I collect dolls and I create dolls. You can see some dolls in the background. That's what I do. And that's what my channel is about. But today, because I'm live, I'll talk about Christmas and not necessarily about dolls. Fun Dip. Remember Fun Dip? And Fizz candy. Remember Fizz candy? Those little... I don't know, they're like a strip, and they're little individual candies in a strip. Yeah. I used to like those a lot when I was a kid. What kind of candies? What other kind of candies? I love candy. Didn't get many treats this year. I'm supposed to stay away from all that stuff, but I don't care. I love it anyway. What is that? Oh, fluffy cotton candy. That's not a Christmas thing. Pop. Oh my gosh. When I was a kid, you used to be able to get candy cigarettes. Not anymore. Bad, bad, bad. But we used to get candy cigarettes. All kinds of different candy cigarettes. Yeah, we have a lot of them in my shops. Oh, do you? Fizz Whiz. Yep. A lot of them in my shops. Okay. Now, have you ever had, what's this, Atomic Fireball, little fireball, like Jawbreaker, really spicy cinnamon candies. Oh my gosh. Ah. Oh my goodness, I love candy shops. Pop Rocks, yes, they're the famous ones. But I didn't think they were called Pop Rocks when I was young. I thought they were called something else. I was trying to figure it out, but all I can find is the same name over and over. We used to call it fizzy candy, or yeah, we used to call it fizzy candy because it fizzed in your mouth, but it actually was Pop Rocks. You're right. Diddly dee dee. Oh my gosh, Jawbreakers was a big thing. You could get so many Jawbreakers, and they'd be massive in size, and they'd be a choking hazard. Scary. My parents' mom didn't particularly like us to have them. Oh, look, it says here some schools banned them outright. They're still controversial today. Ha ha ha. Let's look up candies you'd get at Christmas time. Candies at Christmas time. What kind of candies would you get at Christmas time? Let's see. What's this say now? Candy canes, of course. Lots of candy canes, and the different colors in the candy canes represented different things. There we go. Ribbon candy and hard candy mix. Yes, that's exactly right. I wish I could share this and flip it over to my phone and show you the picture, but I can't do that. How about cinnamon toothpicks? Came in a bottle of cinnamon toothpicks. Yes. Thank you, Robin. I remember that. That was such, it's been forever. You know what? I never would have thought of cinnamon toothpicks. I never would have thought of that. But were they just considered toothpicks that had a cinnamon flavor, or were they considered candy? You never ate them, right? They were just a toothpick with cinnamon flavor on them. That's so ironic, isn't it? Well, not ironic, but you use toothpicks to get things out from your teeth, but then you have cinnamons. I remember those. It's funny. I remember those. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Chocolate oranges. Yes, I love those Smash chocolate oranges. But you know what? I went to look for a few of those this year, and they were $8 here. $8. $8 for the oranges. And it just doesn't seem like Christmas unless you have the smashing oranges that you smash down and it breaks it. But $8? Come on, people. This is ridiculous. Now that the holidays are practically, well, the Christmas part is over, maybe I'll be able to get them on a reduced price, which would be nice. Who is your favorite singer? I have so many different favorite singers, or singers that I like. So it depends on what time frame you're looking for. But currently, I have a variety of different singers. I do like, I can't even remember her name, but there's a new gal out there that I like that she sings. She's very, very more feminist sort of gal. But yeah, I have many. I can't narrow it down. You chewed the toothpick until it was just about to, you did too, to get all the flavor off. You did, Robin. I remember that. I do remember that. Hard mixed candies, lifesaver books. Remember the books that would open up? There'd be lifesavers inside. Do they still? Can you still sell those? Buy those? I wonder. I should take this off because I'm not listening to anything. Yeah, that sounds better. My ears don't sound as funny. But yeah, remember those books you used to get? You would have lifesavers. They were quite popular when I was a kid too. I wonder if you can still get them. There's not, they weren't a book, but they opened like a book and they had the different flavors of cinnamon lifesavers. Oh gosh. Peppermint patties and after dinner mints. Yum. I remember after dinner mints. My grandfather had one after supper. One, just one. It was nice. Carole King has always been my favorite singer, and Celine Dion. Yes, I love Celine Dion too. It's sad that she's not being able to sing, and I think that really breaks her heart that she's not singing these days because of her condition. Gumdrops and jellies. I don't know about jellies, but gumdrops for sure. What's jellies? The same as gumdrops. They just a little bit thicker. I'm looking at pictures at the same time on my phone. Stocking candy classics. Yes, little chocolate Santas in your sock. That's all it's telling me. Let's narrow this down to Christmas candy. Canadian Christmas candy. Let's see. Let's see what it's going to say. Laura Seacourt chocolates. That's considered Canadian, Laura Seacourt chocolate. You guys in the States, you can't get Laura Seacourt? It's weird. Or maybe it's just because it's Canadian. Very Canadian, very special. Often a gift for adults. Is there no Laura Seacourt chocolates in the States? Huh. You love my dolls? Well, thank you, Hillary Duff fandom. Thank you very much. My hair is all freaky deaky. I'm letting it grow out a bit, so it's a little wild. No wigs on today. No wigs today. Just my crazy hair. How are you? I'm very good. How are you? I don't know how to pronounce your name. You love my earrings. They're not very big. Little earrings. Thank you. Yaha. Nice to see you. This message is held for review. View message. What does this mean now? View message. You are beautiful. Well now. Isn't that interesting that they put that held for review? Interesting. Rogers Chocolates. What is Rogers? Famous. I've never heard of Rogers Chocolates, and I'm a Canadian. Never heard of it. Humbugs. Yes. Humbugs is a brown and white striped hard candy. My mom used to talk about humbugs all the time. Lived in every Canadian Christmas candy dish. Oh, what's that arrow mean? You are pretty. Well, thank you very much. You're very sweet. Cherry blossoms. Yes. I love cherry blossoms. I think they're actually a Canadian-only classic. Really? Well, cherry blossoms are really good. If you don't know what they are, you can look them up. It was my nickname at one time as a kid, cherry blossom. But I think Canada is recently going to stop selling cherry blossoms. You love humbugs. I think my mom ran out. They are fun. They are fun. And of course, the Terry's chocolate orange, which I was talking about earlier, but the frickin' thing is too expensive to buy. Too expensive. Laura's Secret chocolate coins. You know the little coins, the flat coins? Chocolate. They're fun. Ribbon candy, of course. After 8 mints. So, what are you doing today? I know my nickname was Bobcat. Was your nickname Bobcat? Why was your nickname Bobcat, Robin? What was going on there that your nickname was Bobcat? What other nicknames you guys have that's appropriate to share? bob cut. This is a weird computer angle. With my phone, I have it sitting down and pointing up. I'm just waiting for the answer from Robin. Anybody else that has nicknames? Nickname. Oh my gosh. This is funny. What do you do traditionally on Boxing Day? Currently, I am having a drink, Stella. I'm drinking a Stella today. I like this beer. My parents just called me that. No reason. My brother calls me Robinette. Robinette. I have had various nicknames. B is one of them because of Belinda. B. I've had Jolly Jumper because I guess I loved the Jolly Jumper when I was a kid. Cherry Blossom because I guess really liked that candy, that chocolate cherry blossom. What other nicknames? Belin. What other nicknames? I'm trying to think. They're the only ones I can think of at the top of my head for nicknames. I am going to get into painting some dolls, probably starting tomorrow, maybe, I'm hoping. I'm looking forward to that. I really, really enjoy creating and painting dolls, not necessarily rooting dolls, but I really enjoy it, and I really feel it's my special, peaceful place to be. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that, to painting dolls. I love humbugs. What else is everybody doing out there? Now, your outlet, that's right. Definitely my outlet. My creative outlet, my escape, my peace, my peaceful peace, place to be. Whatever. This is weird. I'm looking at myself on my computer and I'm looking here. Oh my gosh. What else can I say out here? How I'm at a loss for words. Is that possible? Can I be at a loss for words? Oh my gosh. What are you guys what do you guys do for a peaceful escape or your outlet? Is there something you guys do for an outlet? I think I'm going to remove this. What is it? What do you traditionally do on Boxing Day? Well, I wish I could move it out of my face. Oh, I can drag it right there. There it goes. It's gone. Now it's not there no more. Myth you believed too long. Oh, add a Q&A sticker. Oh, it's giving you suggestions. Huh. Gosh, lives have really changed an awful lot. So, what do you guys do for an outlet? Do you do anything? Paint? You know what I discovered on my phone? I downloaded this app, and to color, it's like a color by number. And I have a little pen that sits for my phone, like it sits inside my phone. I'm pointing at it. I can take it out and I can color on it. And what a nice, at first I thought, my daughter brought it up to me, and at first I thought it was really dumb. Like, why in the world would I want to color on my phone? Like these stupid numbers, color by numbers, right? And creative bone in your body, really. There's gotta be something. No, an outlet of some sort. And so when I discovered this coloring, at first few little bits of coloring I did. I thought, oh, this is really stupid. I don't really like it. And then I got to start to get addicted to it. Like if you're waiting for someone in a doctor's office, you're sitting in the car, whatever, pull out your phone and do these little color pages. And it's really fun because you just hit the color and the color highlights in the picture, and then you just keep hitting it. It's stupid. I don't want to say stupid. It's mindless activity that kind of passes time, relaxes you, distracts you. You know, if you need a distraction from something in life, distracts you, relaxes you, whatever. And I really, really am enjoying it that much that I paid to get rid of the ads. I think it was $11 or something like that to get rid of the ads. And now I don't even see the ads anymore, which is really good. And I think it's a one-time thing. It's not a monthly thing, or I wouldn't pay monthly, but a one-time thing. It's really fun. You actually create dolls? I do create dolls, Jean. I do. Reborn dolls. I paint them and sell them, and keep them for myself. Some of the things you see on the shelves back there are, well, it's hard to see the dolls there, but yeah, you can look at some of those on my actual YouTube page. I don't have a lot of videos up there right now. I hit a bunch, but I'll be bringing more and more videos all the time coming up there. But yeah, you can see some of the babies there. And it is a beautiful outlet. If you like dolls, if you like hyper realistic kind of reborn dolls, it's a fun thing to do. It can be really frustrating at first, very, very frustrating when you first start doing it, but it becomes rewarding because you've accomplished things that's looking better than what it did when you first started doing it. I'm addicted to my tablet. I spend way too much time on it. I say I'm going to limit myself. You can find anything you want to know on YouTube. You can find anything you want to know on YouTube. However, I do caution you know, that you do take a look at who you're listening to and who's sharing whatever. But anything you feel that you want to learn, you can find it on YouTube. That's how I found how to learn how to crochet, and that was something I was doing recently. Gosh, I got to get back to crocheting because I was doing a lot of crocheting there for a while. It's another outlet, right? And I taught myself how to crochet just on YouTube. It was very good. I really liked it, and I put it away there. What was going on? Oh, yes, we had to take off to Vancouver for a while. And just life was turned upside down for a little while, and I haven't got back to doing crocheting, but I really enjoy crocheting. And lately I've been, instead of crocheting, I've been doing this coloring on my phone. And yeah, it's so good to have a hobby of some sort, something that relaxes you, brings you peace, something that you can do maybe during stressful situations, or just something different than TV, you know, something different than TV. Don't mind you, I do love Netflix and all that kind of stuff. Prime, I go through phases where I'll watch and binge watch a bunch of series or something. Watch a lot of crime shows. Lately I've been watching Crime Beat, which is very Canadian crime. I've been watching a lot of that. You're learning to sew in a sewing machine. I like that. I remember learning to sew in a sewing machine. I would never make anything with sleeves or zippers. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's funny. I never really got into sewing. I think I had a sewing machine. I'm cold, sorry. I have a little heater in here, but I never get into sewing on a sewing machine very often. I didn't do a whole lot of that. Tried a few times. My mom did a lot of sewing at one time. It's things you start doing, you give it a good, honest try, and then you get into it or you don't. I always found the bobbin got twisted up and the needle and blah, blah, blah. And that used to frustrate me to things like that. I don't know. You got to really love the outcome. And I think that's why I really, really enjoy Reborn Babies, because I love the outcome. At first, well, it took me a while to get used to it, but I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. I'd like to get more into doing like more silicone dolls, which would be really nice, to get the coloring down, because it's just like anything, the mixing of the colors, getting the colors right to be able to have that realistic tone that you want. Diddly dee dee dee. What's this? Create a poll. That's another poll. Let's show your support. Oh, I'm just looking what's coming up here. Oh my. When and how do you decide to stop doll collecting? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can answer that one, Robin. When and how do you decide to stop doll collecting? Just like any collection. Some people collect and it's like, that's good for me. And some people never get enough. Some people collect and then they want some more. They have a limit, like I'm only going to have 10 dolls. And so, oh my gosh, this really new doll or sculpt that I'd like is out. So to get that one, I have to find a home for one. And they keep their limit down by doing that. There's several ladies on YouTube that I've seen do that. There's some people that just keep collecting. I wish I could do that, but I can't. I have a limited amount of space. And so, yeah, that's why I've been selling dolls off, so I can bring in some more. And that's kind of the way I do it. So I don't have a number for myself, but I do have my dolls basically in this room, and like kind of like a china cabinet in my living room that I have some babies in. But that's how I kind of do it. Well, hello, Art Angels. How are you? Nice to see you here. We're talking about when and how do you decide to stop doll collecting, and maybe outlets. If you have any outlets or hobbies or things that you do that that you really love doing. And I was talking about making, something's bugging me right here. I was talking about coloring on my phone. I've discovered coloring on my phone, crocheting, of course, doll creating, things like that. What do you do? Oh, well, Art Angels. Art Angels creates Art Angels. Everybody has a different outlet, what they love to do. Sewing, exercising, painting, baking, shopping, things that you do. And as for me, for collecting and creating dolls, I like to keep, it would be nice to have a massive collection, but in the back of my mind, I always think about who has to deal with this collection when I'm not around. And so I don't want them to have to deal with too many dolls. And so, to get or to experience certain sculpts, you experience a certain sculpts. And then if you want to experience another sculpt for a little while, you do that by selling or rehoming or whatever a current doll to bring in another one. A lot of people do that. Comfort foods. Go to comfort. Oh, that's just some kind of, when you're doing a live, sometimes little things come up on the screen to suggest a Q&A or something like that, and it said something about comfort foods. I read it out loud because I thought it was actually I thought it was something that someone was saying. I thought it was a chat of some sort. Oh, I sometimes feel like I'm losing interest, and it takes watching a video to get excited about it. I'm much older than many of you, so that might be a reason. And you know what sometimes is a reason too is maybe just buying a few outfits or narrowing your collection down to just a couple and just mixing up with outfits. That way you don't have a lot of dolls, but you change some outfits around and change the dolls a little bit. Taking some pictures. I don't know if you take pictures, Robin, and put them up on any sort of social media or anything like that, but that's helpful. And sometimes, you may not collect no more. There's people that do give up the hobby. I've had different collections over my lifetime. Not a collection per se that I made, but I've collected sunflowers and everything sunflowers and angels. And I collected bells and snow globes and different things like that. But what I found is when I started collecting things like that, anytime a holiday or something came up, everyone would buy me something for that collection. It's a little bit different with Reborn dolls because, first of all, people don't necessarily know where to get a Reborn doll. Or maybe it's because they think that the hobby's kind of bizarre, so they don't buy you it. I don't know. And they're more expensive than buying a snow globe. Thank you for all the hearts. Hello there, Big Birdie's official 9554. How are you? How are you? Nice to see you here. Thanks for all the love. I appreciate it very, very much. We're just sitting here on Boxing Day having a chat. No, I have no social media accounts. I'm scarred by them. Oh, did something happen or you just, is that scarred by them or scared by them? Is that because things have happened to you, or it is when you have social media accounts and stuff and you put things out there, you do open yourself up to criticism and stuff. It's just a totally different world, isn't it? A totally different world than at home. But there's nothing wrong with that. No one says you have to have social media accounts. You can take pictures with your phone if you have a phone or with your iPad, like you said, and take pictures there and just keep them on your iPad, and see different poses you can make of your dolls and see if maybe you're trying to create a pose that looks very realistic. That might be something you'd like to do with your dolls. Or make a little video just for yourself. You can look back later of you changing a doll or something like that. Fun things to do. I like doing that. It's part of my collecting. I think part of my collecting is creating video. And I'm not one to take a lot of pictures of my dolls. Ha ha. Not one. I'm seeing Big Birdie Official said ha ha ha. Or I'm not sure if that's ha with a bunch of eyes, or I'm not sure what that is. Not me. I just hear horror stories about people being abused. Yeah, there's a lot of things that go on social media. It's more than just like, say, in a workplace or in a school setting. It's, people just seem to be more brazen on social media and say a bunch of stuff on social media. It's true. So yeah, if you don't want to set yourself up for any kind of thing like that, I get that. But yeah, you can, just take pictures for yourself. And like I was saying earlier, I find it goes hand in hand with my videos. I like making videos, also, along with doll creating and collecting. I'm not one to take all kinds of pictures. Some people just love dressing up their dolls and taking really gorgeous, beautiful pictures. You can see on social media of different Reborn dolls in different positions to really try to create something that looks hyper realistic. I tend not to do that. I don't, everybody creates and spends time with, which is kind of a strange word, play with their dolls in different ways. Everybody does something different in what what is good for one person is not necessarily the same for someone else. So I'm new to the Reborn doll community just since May. I don't see myself as a collector, as I blew all my money on my first doll, which was a full body silicone. Oh my gosh. Yes, that is a lot of money. Like a full body silicone created and painted by an artist is thousands and thousands of dollars. Well, just to get a full body silicone that is not like from Temu or AliExpress. The doll itself is 1,500 Canadian, I would say. And then to get someone to paint it, you're looking at double that price and higher. So yeah, full bodies are costly. I'd love to have a full body silicone doll. That's not from Temu or AliExpress. That's a different type of doll. And there's not too many people who have those. I'd like to get one and paint myself. I don't feel confident enough to do that as of yet because I don't want to ruin a $1,000 doll. It was a dream come true. Painted by Angelina. Like, oh yeah, 4,400. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful doll. Beautiful doll, I bet. And that's all you need. You know, that's some people just get one or two dolls and that's it. That's all you need. You don't have to have a collection. You can keep having that one doll. And sometimes it's just simple. Simple, like it's a lot. Spend a lot. But I mean, it's absolutely worth it, I feel. I mean, so realistic, so gorgeous. I mean, how do you feel about that? Do you feel happy with that end result in that purchase? I'm assuming you do. Sorry, I was just walking to my nan's and I had to take her Wi-Fi password so I can watch you. Ah, that is very sweet that you still continue to jump back on and see me. Thank you so much. I'm 73 and never had children, so I'm in love with her. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy you did that for yourself. I'm so happy you did that for yourself. Now, what made you start? Like, if this is your first doll, and then you got such a beautiful full body silicone painted doll for yourself, what made you do that? Did you see videos? Did you always want one? Did you have dolls prior? Or is it something you just came across and said, I'm doing this? Or what? Well, thank you. I just think that's beautiful. I would love to have a Claire Taylor doll. Someday I think that's something that a lot of collectors enjoy and like to see. I have a Claire Taylor vinyl that I'm going to paint, but to have a full body Claire Taylor doll would be just amazing. I would just love that so much. I do think that a lot of people love her sculpts. Some people say don't. Some people think they're funny looking, and some of them are very different to look at. But yeah, that's one of my dream babies. Now, I don't think she's doing a lot of the painting herself. She's still sculpting and they're repouring, dolls, but I don't think she's doing a lot of painting. I think her daughter, maybe her husband are doing painting too. But beautiful dolls. Beautiful dolls. Very unique. Very unique. It's almost like you look at one of her dolls or you see one of her dolls on social media and you know that's a Claire Taylor doll. Very unique. I'm trying to think. Is it Abby? I think it might be Abby, the vinyl that I have that I will paint for myself. But yeah, I think I'm so happy that you got that doll for yourself. Well, hello there, a bunch of funny letters. How are you? Obviously, I don't think that's your regular YouTube channel. You're just jumping on here. My name is Charlie. Well, hello, Charlie. Nice to see you. We are having a chat about Boxing Day and what people like to do on Boxing Day. We're talking about doll collecting, creating. We're talking about outlets we do that we enjoy, like crocheting, painting, sewing, different things like that. This message is held for review. View message. Yay, that's my uncle. Oh, is it your uncle? What's this say? Shut up. Okay. Why do we have shut up? Why are you saying shut up? Store, yay. What does it say? I fell in love with the doll on Facebook and was scammed. I researched and found the doll's artist and messaged her. Oh, I remember all this. I remember all this. Yes, I seen your video. Yes, I seen your video about that. And I did. You contacted her, you reached out to her, and you got this beautiful baby. Yes, I absolutely loved your video. Very, very nice. That's my uncle. I told him no, but he won't listen. I don't know what you guys are talking about, you and your uncle. No one cares. And you must have a side conversation going on there. I'm not really sure. Thank you so much for all the hearts. I love that. No, I really enjoyed your video. Your baby is gorgeous. I'm happy you did that. I'm thrilled that you actually treated yourself to such a beautiful, beautiful doll. It is a magical story, 100%. 100%. I mean, you were saying in your video that, what is it, she only so many people puts and some gets drawn, names get drawn to have the opportunity to have one of her babies and one of her dolls. And you lucked out and you were drawn, you were able to get that doll and you were able to drive down to get that doll. It is so hard when you first jump into the reborn doll world and the scamming that goes on out there. It is really, really hard. Ignore Charlie. You're beautiful. We'll ignore Charlie then. I don't pay attention to some things like that. I just ignore. And we'll go on with what we're talking about. Like I said, I'm so happy that the result worked out really well for you when you got the baby of your dreams. And you're enjoying your baby so well. That's wonderful. No, I'm sorry. I was joking. Alrighty. I don't know what you're talking about. That's okay. Oh my gosh. I lost for words for a minute. My mind just kind of went beep boop. So how was your Christmas? I had a quiet Christmas. It was good. How about you, Kaylee? Kaylee? Is that how you pronounce your name? Kaylee. How was your Christmas? I had a quiet Christmas. It was nice. It was quiet. Christmas is changing, you know? Like you see different evolutions of Christmas over time, depending on your life, your family, your age, all those things. Did you get your tree up? I did. I did get my tree up, Rob. I did. I did put my tree up and I put some decorations up and I put some lights up around my kitchen and a little bit in my living room a little bit. So yeah, it does make a difference when you do decorate. Amazing Christmas. I'm so happy you had an amazing Christmas. Good for you. And it's sad because Christmas can bring on so many different things for so many different people, right? It depending on the time you are in your life. It could be really sad, sad time. There's first Christmases There's last Christmases. There's memories of maybe a first Christmas without someone. Um, there's experiences and how you feel as a child during Christmas, as a parent, creating that experience, Santa Claus experience for your kids. Christmases as a grandparent, as someone who's never had children, and family and friends, and those experiences and traditions that you create for yourself. There's so many different types of Christmases. Christmas is changing. I so resonate with you on how Christmas cards have almost died out completely. I remember, like you, doing cards with my mom. Yeah, me too. And how that has changed so much. You know, Christmases have changed so much. And even something as simplistic as how TV has changed, like watching Saturday morning cartoons. During the holidays, there used to be special Christmas shows that would only play during the holidays. Charlie Brown's Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, um, oh gosh, Frosty the Snowman, and those different shows that you would watch, or I would watch as a kid, were so fun and brought back a lot of there's a lot of memories and experiences surrounding watching those shows. And now you can find anything, well, not anything, but almost anything via internet and Netflix and Prime and YouTube and all those different things, Stack TV and all those things that you can watch and find these shows. Scrooge is something I haven't watched this year. I used to watch that every time. But a lot of those shows were dictated based on what was being played on cable. Because I don't have cable, because maybe a lot of people don't have cable, those shows, you don't kind of, oh my gosh, I got to stop everything and watch that show, right? And Scrooge is on, you got to watch that. And A Wonderful Life is another one. Miracle on 34th Street. These are shows that I always watched at Christmas time that, tended to not, you don't think of them because you don't have cable and they don't play. So you have to go search and remember them. Have you watched Scrooge? No. See, I haven't. There's so many different versions of Scrooge, and the original, I don't know if it's the original one, but there's a couple versions that I really like, and they're older, the older ones, but I never watched that this year. I wish, it's those shows that bring the Christmas spirit, Peanuts, like Charlie Brown and Scrooge and A Wonderful Life and Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And Frosty gets married to his wife Crystal and their little babies, and those shows, I don't know, they were so fun. You have to go now. We'll watch your next live. Well, thank you so much, Kaylee. Very nice to meet you. I appreciate you. Enjoy your time with your nanny, and have a happy Boxing Day. Yeah, it's funny how things change. It's funny how things change. It's like as things change, you try to keep those Christmas traditions and Christmas things alive, or things you've repetitively done maybe every year. Thank you for all the hearts. Bye bye. Take care of yourself. Um, yeah, you try to keeping those alive, and it makes all the difference when you have people to watch those shows with, right? Like, would I sit and watch It's a Wonderful Life by myself? I don't know. I don't know. Do you agree that if it wasn't for women, most traditions, holidays wouldn't be as fabulous? I just think that is part of women being so nurturing. I do too. Because if it wasn't for my mom, those traditions, yeah, they wouldn't be the same. They wouldn't be the same. There's a lot of things or traditional things that happen because of women, and women doing the baking and the inviting of family and the creating precious family moments. A lot of women do that. Now, personally, myself, it's a topic that should be discussed maybe in a separate YouTube video at some time. But I mean, I personally myself, I'm not necessarily that type of woman. But my mom has been and was. And because of that, I'm so blessed to have a lot of experiences and memories of holidays and Easters and Thanksgivings and things like that, right? And so those things are very, very memorable. Not saying that men don't have their own separate traditions or things that they do during the holidays, but it's a little different. I think a lot of it is women cooking and cleaning and preparing the meals. And I mean, as you get older, the meal is the big thing. The meal is what you really love. The meal is the turkey meal. And I missed that this time because I didn't make a turkey this time. And I even said to my partner, I like to get a turkey and have that because I like the turkey sandwiches and stuff after. I really enjoy having the turkey and dressing and cranberries and all that on a sandwich. It's better than the actual meal. It's bizarre, but I really do. Oh, you're not sounding sexist. Not at all. Don't be silly. I don't take that at all. I'm not saying that at all. I 100% feel that my experiences to where I am in my life, it has been women that have created those vibes, those traditions, and those busy, smelly, beautiful smells, dinners, baking, all that stuff. It's been my experience, women. Absolutely, art angels. I've been the motivator to get people in the spirit. I get so tired of the humbug attitudes. There you go. Message retracted. Okay. No, it's definitely true when I think about it. Very much so. And I think that's why, Christmases are changing, they are changing. And just with a lot of things, a lot of holidays and a lot of things. And it depends on your belief and where you are and what you believe in and what you don't believe in. And that definitely changes in regards to the season and how you spend your time. I'm just thinking about different memories while we're talking about this, and how as kids growing up, we did this and that, and then we got ready for bed, and then we had a little night lunch, and then this and that on Christmas Eve, and then went to bed, and we couldn't come down the stairs to see if Santa came until our parents said it was okay, and we would sit at the top of the stairs waiting for our parents to say, you're allowed to come down now, because we had to wait till they went to the bathroom first. Then we had to wait till they got their coffee so they could sit on the couch, and then we were allowed to go down into the living room to see what Santa brought. Now, in my house growing up, Santa never wrapped presents. Santa doesn't wrap presents. He just would display the presents. There'd be other gifts that would be wrapped from our parents, but the gifts from Santa were never wrapped. Everybody does something different, but I kind of passed that on to my kids, that things from Santa were not wrapped. They just sat out in little corners of the living room, like a chair would be here for this sibling, a chair over there would be that stuff, that sibling, right? And that's how you would know. It's funny. And the things in the stocking were not wrapped. Now, I've talked to different people about different traditions, and some people always wrapped Santa's gifts. The stocking things were always wrapped. So it's interesting how those little memories are passed down. Maybe some people don't even do the Santa thing, that just, it's all gifts back and forth, you know, and they don't do the Santa, they just do the gift giving part. What happened to the children out Christmas Day riding bikes, scooters, pushing dolls and strollers? Never see kids out anywhere. We got snow here, so we's not doing that, Robin. But yeah, here it would be sleighs, and it would be sleighing down hills and stuff like that. I don't even know if kids get many sleighs anymore. No one goes outside. Even forget about holidays. Kids are not outside no more. It's just there's too much for them to do inside. And I think I'm the first person I know that didn't wrap Santa gifts. It makes me smile. It's funny. Wow. Yeah, never wrapped Santa's gifts. They all just sat out there. So that's why our parents were so, you know, and even me with my kids, like, don't go out there until we go out there together, because soon as you went out, it was like, oh, everything was just right there, right? It was never wrapped. And I remember just standing there as a kid, just looking, not touching anything. And sometimes one of my parents would say, well, you're allowed to touch it. You're allowed to open it, right? So everything would be just one big, whoa. And then you would have some wrapped gifts. But yeah, Santa didn't wrap stuff. I don't know why my mom did that. I don't know. She would say to me, it's because, you know, you see different movies and different shows, and Santa would pull things out of his big sack and it wouldn't be wrapped. And the stock, there's nothing wrapped in the stock, the stocking, and stuff like that. But I think different shows and stuff you would see, it would be a combination of both. But maybe mom did that because, you know, it's so, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's the way it was for her. I remember her telling me, no, that was the Easter Bunny. Mom with the Easter Bunny, we never wrapped Santa gifts out on display Christmas morning. Right. It was like a display. It's like you're going to like a, you know, there's this display in this corner, this display in that corner. And for the most part, I was the only female sibling, so I knew right away what direction I'm going in. And my two brothers, their age was different, so they kind of figured out which was which. They knew. But yeah, I liked it that way. I did. I liked that surprise. I don't know. I can't see me wrapping all Santa gifts. My kids are older now, so that's okay. That doesn't matter. But it just I liked it. I liked it that way. Someone's giving hearts and flowers, and oh my gosh, how fun! And smiley faces. Thank you. Oh, it's fun. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, my mom said when she was young, she would wake up. I don't know if it was streamers or there was something, and I don't know if it was Christmas or Easter, but it will be tied at the end of her bed, like streamers, and she'd follow it, and it would go out into the living room to her toys or gifts or whatever. And it would be, I'll have to ask her again because I can't remember. It makes sense it would be more Santa than the Easter Bunny, because the Easter Bunny, you'd have a basket and you go look for things. But I think it was some kind of streamers or something, and it would go right towards her little gift pile. Maybe that's why she started not wrapping Santa gifts, because she didn't have Santa gifts wrapped. I'm not sure. You came back. You got bored. That was quick. Well, hello, Kaylee. Maybe you're the one that's doing all the hearts and everything. Nice to see you. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so many different traditions, different things. I don't know. I don't know if the majority do wrap gifts. Maybe the majority of people do wrap gifts from Santa. Some people have Christmas Eve gatherings. Um, See, my family moved from one location to another location when they had their children, my parents. And so we never experienced Christmases with grandparents and stuff unless we went went down there at that location for Christmas. But for the most part, our Christmases were at home. There was not a lot of running around, going here and there and everywhere. We had Christmas Eve at home. We get up on Christmas Day and we stayed at home. As I got older, my parents separated, and that's when, and then you get partners, and that's when the traveling and the visiting and the going here and the goings there um, came into the picture. And I think that brought more stress, the traveling to go see people. I like just staying at home, being in your pajamas all day and just eating garbage all day or whatever. I know what my kids, they just, I didn't care. I lugged them here and there and everywhere because we had family to visit. But when I was growing up, maybe that's why I'm a little different about the running around. Because when I was growing up as a kid, we didn't run around anywhere. We stayed at home the entire time. The only time we went somewhere was to church. Um, we we went to church, but besides that, we stayed at home. And then nowadays, there's running around here, running around there. And when I had young children, I hated to pull them from their toys, to which, they never wanted to leave. They could bring, I would say, you could bring a toy with you or something, then we'd go visit the grandparents. But it would be like actually 3 sets of grandparents, not 4, but 3. Um, and you would be traveling around to see them, to the meals, and to see them exchange gifts. You kind of do that. And that's kind of the way Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and Christmas Eve would be. Boxing Day, as time went on, was a day that my dad designated for his place because I think he tried to really they tried to navigate like who's having the meals, where are we going here with kids and siblings and stuff. And so it was easier for my dad to kind of pick Boxing Day today as the day to go there because Christmas Day was so busy. Everyone had their own families, and my mother usually had something, and then my partner's mother, and that sort of thing. So trying to fit those in. So yeah, today is the day I would have been going to see my dad, which he's been gone for this is the 5th Christmas. Yeah, the 5th Christmas. He's been gone. So yeah, it's more of a quieter day, where yesterday I was at my mom's, and my partner's mom is gone now. And Christmas Eve I was at my mom's. So she continues doing that. She absolutely loves having people over and creating meals in that environment and those memories. And I'm very grateful that, I still can go see her, I still can go see her. Yeah, Christmas can be really hard for people. It can be so fantastic. It could be very reflective to a lot of people, reflecting back on childhood, on parental things. It could be very sad, a lot of loss, a lot of, first and last Christmases, memory Christmases. There's so many things. Not everyone, we have to remember that, not everyone is having a fantastic childhood kind of experience. Some people are reflecting back on all that. So you really, really got to hold on to those childhood experiences, and hopefully they're really good, you know, because Christmas becomes quieter, slower as time goes on. And all that running around that maybe was bothersome at that time, um, you miss. You miss. And nice talking with everyone, picking up a grandson to take to get a haircut. Oh, love the chat and always look forward to the lives. Well, thank you very much, Robin. A haircut. Gosh, there's nothing open around here. Wow, everything gets back to normal in a lot of places. But yeah, there's nothing open around here. Tomorrow things will be open. But today it's quite quiet. Well, thank you for being here. I so appreciate it. I think I'm going to close up too. I really appreciate everyone being here. Thank you. And as always, don't forget, look at me, like, subscribe, and blah, blah, blah. It's not a video. It's a live. Belinda, slow down. Off to the vets. Oh my gosh. I love chatting with you. I hope your fur baby's good. We'll chat with you next time. Bye for now. How do I end this now? Oh, there we go.